EMATT can best be described as a civil society organization in the sense that it is a non-state, not-for-profit organization, the members of which are all volunteers. And we felt that we needed to create this organization to drive this thing called disaster risk reduction. And why? Because evidence has shown that for every $1 that is spent in any country on things like prevention and mitigation, you would save $7 in response and recovery. So if we spend money in front in terms of disaster risk reduction, then we would be saving a whole lot of money in terms of having to respond to the impacts of hazards. So that is, in other words, there's a very real economic benefit for us to embrace this thing called disaster risk reduction. And because of that, EMATT's vision is to be the advocate and champion for disaster risk reduction as part of our drive for sustainable national development and for our long-term benefits in Trinidad and Tobago. So that's our vision. We want to be the advocate, the voice. And we see ourselves as, in terms of our mission, as providing that enabling platform and act as a catalyst for continuous enhancement of national disaster risk reduction activities. And we will achieve this through, of course, advocacy, leveraging industry expertise and best practice, developing partnerships and strategic alliances, and knowledge transfer. So EMATT is trying to fill a void because there are things that Stacey pointed out where there are gaps that are there that we're trying to help fill. The members of EMATT share some basic beliefs. And one of the first things is that this thing called sustainable national development, well, yes, we're pursuing it, but it will be achieved faster and in a more substantial way if we simultaneously pursue disaster risk reduction. And therefore, disaster risk reduction should be an integral part of our national physical development planning process. That is key. We also feel that climate change is a reality, and the increasing effects of climate change have become more and more significant. So again, with climate change and the fact that the hazards that we face are likely to impact not only with more frequency, but with more intensity, then disaster risk reduction again becomes, it becomes more important. It should really become more to the front. And in that sense, and we also need to bear in mind that we not only have natural disasters, we also have our anthropogenic disasters. We are a country that is driving industrialization. So we have man-made, we have additional hazards that is helping to increase our hazard profile, our risk profile. So there are, these are really important things that we really need to pay attention to. We in EMATT feel that leadership, or we recognize that leadership in disaster risk reduction in Trinidad and Tobago is a state responsibility. Having said that, though, it is important. Disaster risk reduction is everybody's business. And we're passionate about that as well. We feel that at the end of the day, Trinidad and Tobago will be better prepared for extreme hazard events, as will be caused by global climate change. Right? We will be better prepared when our national disaster management systems, our municipal disaster management systems, our community disaster management systems, and importantly, our individual household emergency management systems are as prepared as our respective resources allow. So it cannot be that individual households, and we all have come from households, it can't be that we are sitting down doing nothing about our own business and saying to the state, are we prepared? It's not about the state being prepared. It's about everybody at every level being prepared. And that is what EMATT that is the message that EMATT will always be preaching.